The hell is up, guys?
Yeah, for shizzle.
Are you surviving COVID?
I sure am. I've been taking a lot of COVID drugs.
Hope you're all hanging out in there, because we're back for episode 14.
You know what time it is? It's Friday, and it's time for y'all to check us out, guys.
Get your party on.
You've had a long week. It's time to relax with some borderline trash, brought to you by...
From the trashiest motherfuckers you could ever
hell
meet
to
in
the
your life.
yes.
Ash Handy and Steve,
Up
a.k.a.
in
Uncle
here.
Bowie.
Exactly. Sorry, if you hear any scratching during this, we did a seance, and there's some demons trying to get in the recording studio, so that's what the clawing is. But
Just ignore the demons.
the damn demons. Well, how's everybody week
Diamonds.
been? You been doing good, Ash?
Ash is feeling the effects of 2020, but I'm still having the motivation to come here and talk to you guys and do my podcast. So I do have that going for me.
Yes, this just makes us happy.
Yeah.
And like I said, guys, y'all get depressed and bummed, just listen to us, man.
I actually would eventually, if we ever could get a following, I would like to do a whole episode on mental health.
Oh,
like a
God,
special.
yes. Because I understand that
I don't think it's
depression,
talked
man.
about enough. And
It's
especially
not.
after this year, I think a lot of people are going to be fucked up.
Yeah, a lot.
But yeah, I'm doing okay. I hope y'all are doing okay. I hope you're doing better than I am. I'm not doing awful. Like, I'm just not doing great.
Yeah,
But I hope you're doing great. Because you are great.
that's right. The customer's always right.
It is true. I also wanted to remind everybody, too, that the government admitted aliens were real this year. No one gave a shit. So,
Well, it kind of everybody knew. Because like I was telling them at the shop, there's that paranormal caught on tape. And like 2 years ago, they came out with that original tape.
I know,
And
but
it's crazy.
It's one thing for all of us to, like, know that they exist,
Yes,
but the
but then
government's
they
always like,
come out.
no, they don't. But then the government's like, hey, guess what? Yeah. And everyone's
Hey,
like,
they're
okay.
real.
I just didn't feel that it received the reaction that it warranted. That's all.
I guarantee if it had been different times, everybody would have been like, I told you. I told you.
Turn
But
the computer
another thing
on
we
and-
want to thank everybody. Y'all keep liking and downloading. Everything's going good and going up for us. We're up to like 30 followers, I think now, getting
Man,
close.
that's a lot for us folk.
Yeah, and
We
we're
appreciate
averaging like 3 downloads a episode, which is awesome, man. For some small time dudes with no backing, it's pretty damn good in my book. Yeah.
And even if it's the same 3 people.
Yeah, that's
We love ya.
faithful. Loyalty right there. But y'all remember, check us out on the Spotify, iTunes, and the Apple and
All the fun
iHeart.
stuff.
And check us out on the email and on Twitter and Instagram. But that's about all that. So we'll see y'all later. Nice show. Psych. I'm just kidding.
Bye.
That would be fucked up.
Also, season 10 of Shameless is on Netflix. So,
Oh, and I just want everybody to know, this is episode 14. 6 more episodes is what?
20.
20, but we're not going to celebrate 20. We're going to do this like we're married to y'all. We're going to do it on our 25th episode.
Because
We're
we
gonna have
care.
a 25th anniversary. And who knows, me and Ashley could do a video of it and dress up in a tuxedo and a wedding dress.
I mean, we could.
Yeah, from the waist up, all we have to do is
Or
dress.
we could just both wear tuxedos.
Yes. Oh, God, yes.
Because I think I'd look fucking good in a tuxedo.
Yes, we could cut the sleeves off.
Absolutely.
I'm Ash Handy. I'm marrying this old fart. Psych. Hey, don't
Absolutely.
get stuck to that.
I'm going to try not to.
Don't get stuck in the middle of the podcast.
Trying to catch a motherfucking fly that's coming
this-
up in our
yes.
zone.
There's this one fly in the goddamn studio, and he just won't stop.
I've thought about naming him. He's in here so much.
Call him Ignoramus. But today, we're going to go over, of course, some stupid news. Going to start talking about how the Texas Mafia came into Texas. And Ash is going to go over murder in her daughter's hometown of Minko. And that's where some good friend of ours live. Oh, Steve and Cody.
I love you, Cody.
I love you, Steve, you big sexy beast.
Yeah, Minka was a place that I actually used to live, and I was not happy with the story that I had put together. So, in a last minute effort, I decided to do this one. But I think that it will take up enough time today and be interesting. So, I mean, who doesn't love a murder mixed in with a little bit of Ouija board?
I love that. I just love getting on a Ouija board and going on a murder spree. It just fucking, I love it.
Oh, God.
Dude, it's so awesome because you don't remember shit and you don't have a guilty conscience.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Well.
Them demons.
Oh, and we're going to have deep thoughts today, too. I know y'all guys always look forward for that. And just to give you a heads up,
podcast.
Her deep thoughts will be coming from red-headed cougars today.
Oh, great.
Yes. So that ought to be good. We always like to keep that, I thought, for the end of the show. I always think that's a good way to end it. What do you think?
I do, too.
It's awesome.
That way the people who want to hear the stories but aren't really into the vulgarness, because
yes,
no judgment. There's some of you out there that you don't really like that skit, and that's totally okay. So
yeah, that's fine.
I like that we put it at the end so you can still hear everything, and then when we get to that part, it's like the little kid in the living room watching the nudie part in the movie, and the parents are like, cover their eyes. You can be like, oh, I'm done now.
Yeah.
So
that don't bother us. It's all right, man.
You do you.
And we do us. So you want to go over, I'll go over some stupido news.
Yeah, I'll let you,
I think I got some,
take the stand first.
I think I got some good shit this time like I always do. And it's, and that's what's crazy. It's not hard looking up that shit. All you gotta do is type in stupid news or dumb news and it just, bam, everywhere.
Oh, I think I know the first one.
Oh, yeah. A woman has triplets, and when my dad saw that the kids weren't his, he started crying.
Yeah, they were a different color, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. She came back and told him it was just from drinking too much chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Like that they were still his. But what she drank while she was pregnant changed the color of their skin.
I could. It was just, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, he just.
Can you imagine not having just one? Triplets, and they come out 100% not yours.
Yes, that would be. I would be like, it'd be like I'm blonde-headed. It'd be like if I was with another blonde-headed woman and we had a redhead baby. I'd be like, whoa, wait a minute.
That actually is a small possibility.
Oh God. See, that's why I'm never getting married again.
You could. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't either. You could be one of those people who doesn't get remarried again until you're like 50-something.
Well, I'm hopefully, when this takes off, I can be one of them old sugar daddies.
Ew, really?
Well, I'm saying fuck it. That's what women want anyway, and what we use you for anyway.
I hate to say it, but the way that women... Okay,
I'm just tired
not
of the...
all women, but the way that a lot of women present themselves, and it is because of the internet, but
I just get tired of the fucking money-mooching women out there. They just come around when they fucking want something. Then they try to use lame-ass excuses all the time. Oh, I've done this or that. But Lord forbid they fucking want something. They know how to get a hold of you. Anyways, let me get off my soapbox.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
A Florida police station kept having a call about a baby kangaroo roaming the streets. And, of course, the cops didn't think it was true. So finally, about the 20th call, the chief of police was like, dude, you got to go check this shit out. All right, so they go check it out. Sure enough, it was a fucking little baby kangaroo running around a fucking neighborhood.
I'm jealous.
What would
Why
you do?
does Florida get the weird shit and the cool shit?
I mean, really, honestly, what would you do if you seen a
baby kangaroo?
Yeah, a baby
kangaroo. I would try to catch
kangaroo.
it, but I have wild animal experience, so I'd be like, hey, Mr. Kangaroo.
Yeah.
You get over here.
That would be weird. Just think you're sitting there watching TV or doing dishes and Jolie's going at the front door going, Mama, kangaroo, kangaroo.
Well, whenever we had that facility in El Reno, it was years before I worked there, but a full-grown male baboon escaped. It was a male or a female, but it was a full-grown one. And they finally figured out where it was because some lady called the police station and was like, there's a fucking baboon in my tree, like in her backyard.
What the hell?
Can you imagine?
I would shit my pants if I walked in the
They're so
backyard
scary.
and,
They're so scary.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I say that as I have the tattoo of one on my arm.
That's what I mean. Ash Handy's baboon. Look at these 24-inch pythons. That's how we can promote you if we ever do anything live and do meet and greets. We can be like, it's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Ash Handy will be in person at the blah, blah, blah Arena Hotel in blah, blah, blah city. And she'll be featuring the 24-inch baboons. Because, Python or Hulk
Oh,
Hogan
yeah.
had
And I
pythons.
plan on getting more monkeys
Yeah.
on this one.
He had pythons. You can have baboons. You're going to be like, what you going to do when the Ash Baboons come for you?
Can't wait.
Okay. Then a Chinaman's bladder busted after holding his pee for hours in a beer pong game because he didn't want to lose. So he just kept drinking.
one, I'm glad that you had that much motivation. Go you.
That's dedication right there.
Yeah, dedication. There you go. But you don't get a new bladder. Like, you only get one. So.
Yeah, so when you pop it, you pop it.
Good job.
Yeah. And here's a good story about our youth in America. A drunk teenager tried to rob a store with a knife demanding free chips.
I mean, it's chips.
Yeah.
Why be that stupid? If you want to steal something that small and just put it in your fucking pocket.
Pocket
And then
and
if you
go.
get caught, like, deal with it.
Yeah. Instead of, I've got a knife and I want a bag of chips.
I want a bag of chips right now.
It's my it's my right to. I don't have to work for anything. That's how we are these days. We don't have to work for anything. We want to get out of school and college and have the best job and the best everything now. Fuck working for it.
Now give me the free chips.
All right. Free chips now. Anyways, let me get off my soapbox again. Alligators in South Carolina use a crosswalk to get across the road. No
I believe
shit.
that. I believe it.
People say they have to stop.
I would love to see that.
People say they have to stop a lot and check out. Check out the road. They have a speed limit there too, so you don't kill the alligators.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. Well, that covers my stupido news. I guess we'll get funky. We'll get funky like a chicken with a fucking Duncan and Ashton up in here. Here we go right here, everybody. This is Ashley special.
All right, guys. So as previously discussed, this is going to be kind of like a wide range of things on this podcast. We're not limited to talking about one thing. So even though we've been kind of sticking to the old Southern mob stuff or like bootlegging and all that,
Bootlegging?
creatively
What the
put
hell?
anything together. So I decided to cover a murder from the little tiny town that I lived in. Now, before I start this story, this happened before I moved there. I don't know who these people are. Off chance that you ever hear this, this is just information that I gathered all from credible sources. I'm not, just wanted to put that out there because I do love Minko and I did love living there. I don't think this is going to ruffle anyone's feathers because everyone's known it happened and has talked about it since it happened.
Sorry, guys.
Did you get him?
I don't think I did.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
No, not you, him.
Hey, watch your hand. Don't. Oh shit, Ashley. Oh
it's
my.
fine. I caught a pin.
You're fucked.
Get it away from me.
Ashley, what the fuck is wrong?
I don't
I
know.
look over. I got a sticky pad in here to catch this fucking fly.
But I've been holding on to it trying to swallow
Well,
it.
I look over and she's got her elbow right in the freaking sticky.
And my
I'm like,
pen.
in the pen, and I'm like, Ashley.
Just chilling.
She's gonna wax her arms. What's the matter? Are them bamboos hairy?
Absolutely. So,
Hush.
anyways.
Get that ass.
Sorry. Had to hit the dog with a rolled up piece of paper and still didn't work. So. All right. On February 11th, 2001, Brian Roach was found dead from one stab wound to his chest. And although initially viewed presumably as a domestic violence episode, further look into the small town murder would reveal disturbing details along with a wild story. So, Brian Heath Roach was born October 26th, 1996. He lived in Minko, Oklahoma with his wife, Tammy Roach, and their 2 daughters. I don't think I got the year right. I think it was supposed to be 86. Oh my God, I'm so terrible at this. Okay, start over.
It's okay. Start over.
I just
Take
get
one.
nervous. Anyways, Brian lived in Minko, Oklahoma with his wife, Tammy Roach, and their 2 daughters, 10 and 15-year-olds, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. They don't have their names. I wouldn't want to put their names out there anyways. Minko is a really small town located about 15 to 20 minutes north of Chickasha, Oklahoma, in Grady County with an estimated population of about 1,640. Super tiny. I used to live there. I loved it. It was my favorite place to live whenever I lived in Oklahoma, and I lived in a lot of places. But this kind of stuff just doesn't happen there. I mean, we don't ever have anything crazy there. So this story, once I heard about it, it's kind of always stuck with me. So, anyways, Tammy Roach's mother, Carol Sue Elvaker, 53 years old, apparently she was from Ninnekah, was also at the house that Sunday. Timelines were unclear of when the police were actually called and like exact times of when they showed up, but the lowdown of the entire situation was that Brian's wife Tammy, their 2 daughters, and the mother-in-law Carol were supposedly playing with a Ouija board while Brian was sleeping in the other room.
See, that's the no-no.
Yeah. So the 4 of them decide to use this Ouija board, and Carol, the mother-in-law, just loses her shit. She attacked him in his sleep, stabbing him once in the chest with a knife and claiming that he needed to die because he was evil.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and this is real shit. Like, she also claimed the same for the 10-year-old, and these are her grandchildren too, and tried to attack her as well with the knife. But according to reports, apparently his wife Tammy got a hold of the knife, took it from Carol's hands, and hid it somewhere in the house. But then the 4 of them loaded up and left. So whenever I read this first, I thought that they meant like Tammy loaded them up and was like trying to get the mother-in-law to like a police station or a hospital or something. No, it was the Carol lady that loaded them up all in there. Now, I wasn't there. I don't know how this went down. Maybe she was being that scary that like you're going to do whatever they tell you to do. You know what I mean? So she gets them all loaded up in the car, and according to authorities, went northeastbound on I-44. She made it to Lincoln County, where eventually she crashed the car into a road sign in an attempt to kill everybody in the car, including herself.
God.
Yeah. I saw pictures
This happened all from playing the Ouija board or before?
That's what she claims. That's what she claims. And I didn't know these people, but I did try to look into it. The woman, the 53-year-old woman, no history, no criminal history, no mental illness history. She's never had problems. Like, no one had noticed any changes.
I mean, I could understand a parent flipping out, but to go to the extent to kill them?
Yeah.
Wow. That's when you know your mother hates you.
So, I saw pictures of the car. It was bad, but it wasn't as bad as it sounded. Everybody in the car...
Quit yawning.
Sorry. Everybody in the car was fine. It's slight injuries, you know. But to add more to the insult, Carol tried to push the 15-year-old out into traffic. Like on the highway to kill her. So... she's crashed at this point. She knows that the cops are going to be showing up soon. So...
Is this it?
Is it red?
Yeah.
It's a little red car. See, Steven was looking at it.
Yeah, it's like a SUV kind
The
of.
front end was smashed up pretty good.
Yeah.
So they all get out of the car. She tries to push the 15-year-old out in traffic, and then the woman just sheds all of her clothes, flees the scene on foot, even jumping over the highway median barrier, and sprints into the woods.
Wow.
Do you want to hear the weirdest part, though?
I don't know.
She broke both of her ankles.
Oh.
And she was still running on them.
Dude, she was fucking possessed.
This was confirmed by the hospital, like by all police reports. That bitch broke both her ankles.
Fuck.
So after she crashes the car, gets out, tries to kill the 15-year-old, takes off on broken ankles, no clothes,
Jeez.
took off, ran over the highway median barrier, and sprinted into the woods, where the police later had to go and find her. She was still hiding in the woods. That's where they found her. She was arrested and taken to the University of Oklahoma, like downtown.
Oh, God.
For treatment. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, why'd you do that?
Yeah, and if you look up her name, you can see the picture of her, too.
Is she sexy?
No. The following Monday, Brian's wife Tammy was arrested on a complaint of being accessory to murder. The ADA of Grady County said Tammy at the time, I don't know if he still is because this was 2001. Brett Burns said Tammy let her husband bleed to death, hid the murder weapon, supplied the getaway vehicle for Carol, and did not try to get away from Elvager when she had the chance. Carol Elvager, same person, but you know what I mean. I couldn't find a lot about what happened after that, though.
What was her name?
Carol Elvaker.
Carol.
So basically, they went to court, and it was set to go to trial in September of 2001.
Carol L.
Elvaker.
Elavke. All right. Sorry, guys.
Oh, Carol. It says Carl.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Where'd you... I was gonna...
Anyways, so it was set to go to trial in 2001 in September, but she was found not guilty by plea of insanity, and court affidavits.
What?
Yeah. Court affidavits state Elvaker thought the Ouija board was her connection to God and that Brian was evil and God told me to kill him. So that was kind of shit that she was saying. They couldn't take that to court. She has been in the system since. I looked up the court records. She has been in the system since, but it looks like she's in mental health facilities, and they have been trying. I don't know if it's her family or her lawyer. They've been trying to get her out since 2002.
That's fucked up. Why?
They even recently just proposed a where's it at? A compassionate release plan like this year that they're trying to take to court to get her out.
She fucking killed her kids
I know.
and then ran off on two broke ankles butt naked.
Yeah, I know. I know.
God, I bet you that had that whole little town scared as shit.
It's really weird, and the Ouija board is still in evidence at the police station. And there's like rumors in town. It's just one of those things that people know that they think that it makes like that whole building haunted.
It probably. I don't know. I'd hate to work there in case it does.
Yeah, because they have to keep it in evidence. It's still there.
Oh, yeah. They can't, like, they got to keep it in evidence till the case is closed or some shit like that.
Well, even though the case is closed, just in case they ever need to come back.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they got to keep it. Once the older lady was found not guilty because of what was going on, the charges of accessory on Brian's wife were dropped. But the state still charged her with child abuse, and she pled guilty and spent 1 year in Grady County Jail. So she still got in trouble for the situation, and I don't really have an input on that because I've never been in that situation. She could have been so scared that she was just doing whatever the lady told her to do, or she could have been. I don't know. I can't even imagine.
That's weird.
And I didn't know much about the family, but the city of Minko did see Brian's death as an end to a piece of Minko's civil history, as he was a previous mayor of Minko in 1986 by 8 votes at only 19 years old. And then he went on to finish his career as Ward 2 councilman for the city in 1991.
Oh, my God.
So he actually was like a part of the city.
Wow. 19, he was a mayor?
Yeah.
God.
He won by 8 votes.
Wow. How in the hell do you do that?
And then he started a crusade. It was unsuccessful, but the idea was sweet to have more police officers and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because Minko doesn't have a whole lot. Which, I mean, in reality, we really don't. They don't need them, but
they don't
need
that
a whole
many.
lot. They need the ones that we have, but
that's crazy.
But yeah, that's and then from what I heard, like they didn't find, like I said, she had no history of mental illness. They didn't find any drugs in her system. I've even heard other stories of that whenever she finally did get to OU, like she escaped like 3 times and they had to like tie her down and shit.
God damn.
Was literally like running around the hospital with her broke ass ankles.
I'd throw up.
If you saw it.
I'd be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just the thought of it makes me cringe. I wanted to be more in depth with the story. You know, a lot of these other podcasts that I listen to, and maybe it's something I'll learn over time. Like, they're so much more spot on with their info and have, like, so much more to say. I looked for hours, and this was all I could find. So, I don't...
Well, I've noticed that, too, like with Lexi's ghost stories and stuff. There's some stories it's easy to find. You can find 20 million things. But then there's some stories...
Yeah,
you're lucky
and this
if you
one
find
was it.
5, maybe
this one
6
was
things.
it. After I couldn't find any times of anything. Like, when the police were called, what they got a call about. I couldn't find any kind of reports. And I couldn't find anything after she was pleaded not guilty with the insanity or whatever.
That's crazy.
The only reason I know that she's somewhere, but it doesn't tell me where, is because of the court docs. You can look those up. That's open information. And it just shows everything that she's ever filed. So, from wherever she's at, she has been trying to get out since 2002.
Bet you they're keeping her on the campus of OU.
Actually, I'm not going to say that. I was about to say.
Yeah.
I don't think that they would have.
I bet you the football team helps keep her hid in the field house. We need to look into that.
I did. OUHSC, the downtown Oklahoma City campus, was the one that I worked for whenever I was in animal research. So.
Oh, don't worry, guys. When I go down I-35, or when I'm going up to Oklahoma and I'm going north on 35 and I see Norman, Oklahoma, I give it a big fuck you. Yeah.
Never been a fan of Norman.
Oh, Oklahoma. Bunch of boners.
But yeah, it's on Oklahoma, or not Oklahoma, ODCR. Online. Never mind. My story's over.
You went blank as fuck.
Yeah.
You went online.
Because I try to be all fucking cool for you guys, and it backfires. I just want to be the
Because she
best
loves
I can
you guys
be.
so much. Hey, you want to try something? While I'm talking.
That sounds weird.
You want to try something? See, you can stick that there, and you can have that. There
All right,
you go.
thanks, homie.
You see? Yeah, the story I was clicking on. When you go up, I'll show you, and you can see the guy's picture. No, that guy's not Italian at all. Go up.
Go which way?
Down, I'm sorry. Not the Mexican, go down. Yeah, deep in the heart. Yeah, that right there. It shows some pictures probably.
Deep
oh,
in
yeah.
the heart,
If you want, you can stick that mouse right here. Or you can stick it over. Yeah, see, look at that slick motherfucker. All right. I'm going to be covering the Texas Mafia and when they got here and when they was established and stuff. The Texas Mafia has been here, they say, since about the 1870s. And they started and they originated like in Bryan, Texas, in the Brazos Valley, which is,
Ooh.
yeah, which is, I don't know why they said this. It's, I mean, if you're from Texas, you know. But they call it the Brazos Valley, and it was north of Houston and south of Dallas, which is a big freaking area if you know Texas.
That's
Because that's what didn't make any sense. Between Dallas and Houston, it's a good 4 or 5 hour trip. So basically, you're staying within 1,000 miles.
You can drive 8 hours in Texas and still be in
Yes.
fucking Texas.
That's what I used
We
to hate when
are
I
huge.
drove.
Huge.
Right, huge. That's why I live on Long Drive. Okay. Well, okay. Anyways, they was settled in the Brazos Valley, and Sicilians from I'm butchering its name.
Oh, I want to see.
Cala, it's Sicily. Carlo.
Corleone?
Yeah, I get Corleone and Salaporte. Salaporte. Salaporte and another town. Anyways, they was from Sicily.
Sicily.
They was from Sicily, and they settled there, and they worked as cotton farmers and sharecroppers. And it's believed that the boss of all bosses of the American Mafia, oh, now try to figure this name out, baby. Look, Giuseppe.
Giuseppe Morello?
Yeah, the Morello part, but yeah, some of these Italian names are...
I love it, though.
It is cool, though. Anyways, Morella, he was the boss of all bosses, and he lived down there in the Brazos Valley right there in Bryan for 2 years from 95 to 97 before he moved to New York and kind of made his empire bigger. But if anybody knows, you know, the boss of all bosses, that famous name, because Lucky Luciani took that motherfucker out. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, then the Dallas Mafia was originally formed by the 1920s by Carlos and Joseph Paranio.
Piranio.
Joseph and Carlos Paranio, whatever she said. They immigrated from Sicily too. They lived in Shreveport when they first got here in Louisiana. By 1910, they moved to Dallas, and they got married and were living with their wives. The brothers were both in the grocery business. They ran a store, and they was in charge of the, like, how do you call it? I guess the distribution of the fruit and all that. So they was in charge of all that. Of course, they was, you know, mobsters. They was kind of crooked. Made their money in other places too, but that was their legitimate legal businesses, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
By the 1920s, the Dallas popular rose, so Carlos had moved into the real estate business.
Also smart.
Yes. And then Joe opened a retail and wholesale tobacco company in the downtown Dallas area. And see, I was kind of doing some research on this building and some other ones. A lot of these old fucking buildings like that are gone.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, a lot of the newer shit's up.
You don't understand, man. I hope that they keep it, but, like, we have a lot of old buildings
Oh,
here.
God, yes.
And they're just beautiful.
Yes. Okay, he did that. And then came Prohibition. So the brothers started up a branch of the mafia. Basically, they started their own racket, their bootlegging and stuff down here. I guess this is when they really got in with the mob and all that. And I guess at first they were just regular old organized crime fellers. And then they kind of got in with the mob during the Prohibition days. Well, did the tobacco factory... Okay. And then in 1928, Joseph shot Joe Dellarico for not paying the brothers for letting him haul his bootleg liquor around in their area. You know, because just like with any mob...
It's a territory thing. You can't do
Yeah.
shit like that on their turf.
Yeah, you can't because you got to ask their permission. It's just like the drug dealers back in the day would always have to ask the permission for the mob and have to kick let's say, they go up and, okay, every Friday you're going to pay us $100,000 to shut the fuck up, or,
Yeah.
you know.
But you have to do that.
Yeah,
You
you
can't
can't-
just go on someone else's
No.
turf like street knowledge of if
Yeah.
you have it, you know.
Look what happened to Bugsy. That motherfucker built Las Vegas and tried to keep all the money, and the mob said, "Will we?" I don't think so. Well, anyways, that's what he got shot for. And Joseph, he didn't get arrested or nothing for it. He kept saying, he said the gun accidentally went off because he had the shotgun loaded, ready to go. And when he came into his store, he was like, bam! So he's told him, he came to look at this gun I was going to buy, and it was loaded. I went to,
Oh, like he's saying it was an accident.
yeah, but it really wasn't. And
Did
the
he get in trouble for it?
No, because
'Cause
even the guy that he shot when he was dying, he could still talk some. The cops asked if the story was right. He's like, yeah, he's right. So, yeah. He kind of figured when he got shot, he knew what it was for. So he, cooperated. I mean, what else is he going to do?
That's true.
And then Carlo, one of the brothers died in 1930 of just natural causes. So his brother Joseph took over the family, and he owned some bars and ran some gambling and racketeering, prostitution houses, stuff like that. And of course the labor rackets. And then he died in 1956 of natural causes. And a guy by the name of Joseph Salvallo took control of the family. And that's where I'm going to leave that. And then next week, I'm going to keep covering Joseph Carvalho, because I believe I was reading in 1970 something. That's when this guy died and another guy took over. And it's pretty cool because they got the bosses in Houston, Galveston, and they said Texas was a good place they liked to run because they had so many families like New York. Texas was the only state to have Houston, Dallas, Galveston, I think El Paso. They had like 4 big families that had organized crime families in Texas. Where like New York, always has had the 5 families. But nobody else could ever compare to that till Texas started doing their shindig.
Yeah, and if you're interested to the online article that we're reading from, if you Google Deep in the Heart of Texas, the rise of the Italian Mafia in the Lone Star State, it will come up.
Oh, it's cool.
It's an article from 2019, but it's still pretty good.
I didn't know they had so many mobsters. I didn't know they had so many families in Texas.
I didn't either, honestly.
I was amazed. Baby, I'm amazed by Jews.
You.
So, how is everybody doing? Y'all liking it so far? Y'all having a good day at work or however you're listening to us?
Whatever you do on Fridays.
What did I do with my pen already?
I don't know, but there's one right here.
Is
Oh,
it
it's
sticky? Oh. Well, now I think we'll get situated back again, and I think we might have a little, we got some time today, so I'll burn some time with some dumb facts, and then we'll get on with the best part of the show. Ash, Deep Thoughts. Here's how we need to do it. Next, when we do it, I'm going to go Deep Thoughts with Ash Handy, and then you start talking, so when we set the music to it, it'll sound great. So I'll bring you in for it in a sexy voice.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
My voice is sexy all the time.
Yeah, my voice is sexy. She
Shut
sounds
up.
like fucking Jim Bob.
Shut up.
The White Family. I've always been the sexiest in my family.
It's true, though.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, no, I wasn't saying that was true about me. I mean, like,
Oh,
voice-wise, I would compare to her. I didn't want everybody thinking I was saying that I was the sexiest one in my family. Like, that's just weird. If someone loved that show to death, but that was the only part that threw me off, and that's just because...
why would you think another family member's sexy?
Well, and on top of that, like, when someone asked me to describe me and my family and, like, about my family and stuff, that's just not something... I'm not going to be like, listen, we're all good people, but, like,
Yeah.
I'm the sexiest one.
Yeah,
okay?
I've always been the sex. And then to top it all off, the motherfucker's voice. I've always been the sexiest in my family. Sound like she's been in a bar.
I can't say much because I have a really deep voice for her.
Yeah, but hers is like freaking Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but I
deep.
might sound like that. I'm only 27.
You don't sound like that.
I
Y'all
might
guys
sound like
need to
that
go
in
back
10
and
years.
listen to this, and you'll know what I mean. Ashley sounds nothing like that. This woman sounds like she's been in a bar smoking cigars for 20 years and drinking bourbon.
Yeah.
And then top it all off, you don't know if she's a man that wanted to become a girl or a girl that's just one ugly mother.
Oh, no, she's definitely a girl because she has a nice natural body. Like,
It's weird. It's like God played a joke on her, on everybody, and it's like, hey, guys, watch this. I'm going to get this. She does got a nice body, or it. I mean, you don't know because it's like a nice body with the dude's fucking face.
and good job now because we ever get famous, she's never going to marry Justin.
Good.
And he's going to blame you for it for the rest of his life.
Oh, your uncle's got a podcast? Let's listen to it. That motherfucker, I don't sound like that. Justin will like it because he'll be like, hey,
Well-
come over here and suck your honey's weenie.
Actually, he has a girlfriend now.
Oh,
so-
good. Maybe
Like a
she'll
good
keep
one.
him here. Yeah, he's got a good old gal. She don't know how to take us yet, but we're taking it to the streets. Taking it to the...
Near.
Okay. Know where her mind is.
I don't know where my mind is.
All right.
Where's my mind?
We're going to do some stupid or dumb facts.
All right.
And I haven't done these in a while, so these would be all right. All right. The medical name for the butt crack is
Intergluteal.
Yeah,
cleft.
cleft.
Yeah. Intergluteal cleft.
The television was invented 2 years after the invention of sliced bread.
Really?
Yeah. So sliced bread, I guess they never... well, that makes sense because you always bought bread back then in a loaf. You had to slice it when you got home.
Oh, really?
Yes, so that makes sense. Because you know, have you ever heard the old timers say that expression? Man, that's better than sliced bread.
Yeah.
That's what they're referring.
Oh, I bet it was dope as shit, too, to be able to buy bread already perfectly sliced.
Yes, I just thought about that. But think about it. Back then, everybody, they came in loaves, and then you chopped it when you got home.
Huh.
Ain't that crazy? Sliced motherfucking bread. And that's crazy. You'd think that sliced bread's been around for fucking
Ever?
ages. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think if they'd have thought about that earlier. Excuse me, guys. That was so rude. In 2014, a missing woman on a vacation in Iceland was found. Oh, yeah. This story goes, the woman came up missing, and they found her because she was looking for her. Does that make sense?
It was discovered that she was in the search party looking for herself.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of this one, too,
Yeah,
actually.
that's fucking... How do you do that? How do you get in a search party looking for yourself?
I don't know. What I want to know is what she was on.
Exactly.
She must have been having a great time.
Because you know they had to be like in the... I mean, all the movies I've seen, but before they go looking for somebody, they're like, okay, everybody, this is her picture. Her name is John Doe Buttface Liquor. So this is her.
Are you just in the crowd like, all right?
Yes, and that chick's like, okay, if I find her, I'll tell you. And then she goes to pee and goes, hey, I found her. I swear, man, I don't see how, wow. Before the term bloopers was used, outtakes were called boners.
No way.
Yes. Oh my
I love
God.
it. I wish they were still called
American,
boners.
instead of America's funniest bloopers.
It'd be America's Funniest Boners. I wish I could go back in time whenever boner
God.
was still the word
Oh
that
God,
was
could you
appropriate for
imagine
that.
Bob Saget? Because he hosted that
Yeah.
for a long time.
America's Funniest Home Boners.
Oh God. And today on America's Funniest Home Boners, we got some great clips for you, some great boners. Look at this boner this guy sent me. Oh my gosh, this would be gross. And I'm not trying to be nasty. Oh my God, this guy sent a boner of his daughter. Check this out.
A boner of his animals.
Oh God. Do you know the University of Minnesota is older than the state? That's weird. Because the states were first and then you had your universities.
So how was there a University of Minnesota
don't
before
know.
there was Minnesota?
I have no idea. That's weird. I thought that was...
I also did want to add to the news and stuff that if you've been on social media this week and you have been seeing the article going around about the pedophile that was beheaded and put on the judge's doorstep.
What?
Unfortunately...
Happened here in America?
Well, that's what I was about to say. It's a fake story that's already surfaced in 2017 and just came back around because everybody's so... You should have been anti-pedo your whole fucking life, but it's really brought a lot of attention to that. And we don't get political on here, so I'm not going to go much into it. But, you know,
Yeah.
we don't support pedophilia. You're fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's nasty as shit.
But, yeah, not saying that I want bad things to happen to people. But, like, in the story, it was a really bad guy. They got on bail. And somebody cut his head off and then put his head on the porch of the judge. And it looked legit. Like, I believed it until I looked into it. Because I was going to tell you guys about it on the podcast. And,
Come
yeah.
to find
So,
out
if
it
you
was
see it,
shit.
it's fake, unfortunately.
See, and that's what I hate. And I will say this, and I hope I don't
Fake
piss
news.
everybody off. But we are so bad about being what do we call it?
Clickbaited.
Clickbait bitches. I mean, it's getting bad. I mean, no one wants to research or read anything. They see it, click on it. It's true. What do you think they call it? Clickbait.
Yeah,
to,
and I'm psycho
to lure
about it.
you in, to get you to read that. That's why they call it clickbait.
Whenever I read an article, I have to look it up and see how much legit
Yes.
shit I can find, like, that pertains to it. So I know I'm not just, like, blindly
Going
following.
blah, 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 blah,
That I'm
blah,
not just
blah.
like, and then, you know, like.
And then I shoved the pencil in my neck and I turned it.
Oh, that sounds great.
Well, let me know when you're ready and we'll do our little intro. It's everybody's best part of the show, our ending. Welcome to Deep Thoughts by Ash Handy.
Hello, and welcome. I'm your host, Ash Handy, and today's Deep Thoughts are brought to you by Redheaded Cougars. I love this whore. That's a big forehead, more like a 5 head. Of course she knows how to handle a cork. She's a MILF. Some women just know how to get you going and take you over the top. I've always loved imagining things with this MILF. There you have it, guys. Join me next week for another episode of Deep Thoughts with Ash Handy.
I will say this. I go look up the comments for that stuff.
Yeah, I don't. I'm
And
sorry. I
I
can't.
guess it's a community, and these guys don't have nothing better to do, but even females. It's like they don't have nothing better to do but fucking watch porn. But the number one question I see come up all the time on these goddamn comments I get off the porn sites is, what's her name? And 9 times out of 10, somebody answers back with the fucking name and can tell you, oh, she did this porn here. She used to work for Bang Brothers. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, it really is like a community. And again, if you're listening and that's your thing, go for it.
Hey, that's fine.
I'm just
That's
saying,
cool.
I did not
Just-
know that
I
that
didn't
was
know.
a thing.
I didn't know y'all kept in touch so good. Had no idea. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
man.
crazy. But we hope you guys are enjoying it, having fun with this. We're having fun. I'm going to, like I said, I'll finish up mine. We'll try to get this stretching just a little bit longer. We don't
I
want to
think
kill
it's
you.
good to take breaks, though. Like, not breaks, but I think that it's good to have... That scared the shit out of me. Goddamn Damon's scratching on the door.
Don't say
Did
my
you
name.
see my face?
Yes.
God. Sorry, guys, I almost died. No, and again, send me your opinion on this. But as an avid podcast listener, like, I like fluctuality. So I like that there's 45-minute episodes and an hour and a half long episodes.
Yeah,
because
there's just sometimes, man, we
get on here and we can't shut up.
Yeah, and there's sometimes we're like, fuck.
Well, and today isn't like fuck. It's just, it's been a weird week, and it was just hard finding shit to talk about. Because I don't know about him, but like my biggest deal is I've listened to a lot of podcasts for a long time, so I'm not trying to like copy your shit.
Yeah.
And I know it's inevitable, and like some podcasts are going to share the same stories eventually, but trying to come up with my own shit. And the research part's a lot harder than what I originally thought for podcasting, but still loving it, having a great time. Just some days I can't pull as much out of my ass as others.
That's why I drink lots of coffee. Makes me muscular. All up inside. It's just been
Watch
one
out,
of
the
them
baboon's
days.
gonna attack.
Watch it now. Remember, guys, when you see Ash Handy go, wow, look at the baboons. 24-inch baboon. What you gonna do, brother, when these baboons are wrapped around you? Woo!
I don't know if I've ever told anybody, and I was about to say if you follow us on Facebook, you'd know, but I don't think you can ever see my arm like that.
Well, we'll have to do the little video up there. You know what I mean? And because I've already got the most recognized voice in podcasting, and you can have the most recognized baboons in podcasting.
Yeah,
we get that little camera up there
absolutely
going, baby. We get funky like a monkey on a chicken Sunday. Ooh, I'll tell you what, brother.
Anyways,
so
I really
fun.
love baboons. I love them so much that I put. I'd say it'd take up most of my upper part of my arm. So whenever we're joking that the baboon's about to get attacked or about to be attacked and shit, it just means I'm fucking mad swole.
Oh, and I have put up some more pictures on the Twitter.
Sweet.
And we can do that. I'll put some pictures up of a baboon.
Yeah. Just don't get too scared.
Because
Mama got you.
Oh, yeah. They got the baboon on the arm, huh? They want a Slim Jim? You know what? Jackson wants me to be Macho Man for your mom's birthday party.
Yeah, I can't wait to post. I'm going to post a picture of that on the Facebook page.
And
we're having an 80s trash bash for his sister, my mom, for her 50th.
She's turning 50.
That was her choice.
We're going to do a podcast, but this time there's not going to be any chaos. We're going to be inside. I'm going to make it portable. I'm going to get batteries for everything, so I've got so many cords going everywhere. And it'll be better this time.
I don't have Jolie, so we could set it up in there.
Oh, yeah.
And just have a sign that basically says stay the fuck out. Or don't come in here unless you're asked.
Yeah, just tell people to come in
and
then
we can just do single interviews.
Because we can cut it, and then we go to edit it. We can make it however long we want. And we can
just give us input,
we'll get to meet
let us know. That could be a special episode, like meet the family.
Meet the fuckers.
Yeah.
Meet the fuckers.
Meet the curse of the white trash piece of shit.
Piece of shit. Remember that? Shit.
I'll never
Bangladesh.
Forget. It's my life.
It's my life. You gonna start singing Bon Jovi now?
Everybody loves trash.
Oh God, yes.
It's like eating a bag of church. Oh, never mind. Fuck that up.
Let's see. That's the second thing you had a brain fart on. But this one was even worse because you was right in the middle of it.
I'm going to eat a bag of church.
The first one, she was like, okay, go on the internet. Oh, I forgot what I was...
Just crickets.
Yeah, so...
Hey, you know what?
But some days it jives, some days it don't. I've kind of been in a funk, too. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I am...
Not a bad funk. I don't know. Get tired of the bullshit of the world sometimes.
Well, and it's crazy, and it's only going to get crazy for the rest of the year. And it's not what's going on in the world.
It's just how people treat you and shit.
Or just how people treat people in general.
Everybody treats everybody like a piece of shit, and it gets old. No one can be happy.
Can you imagine how nice the world would be if we could all just be nice to each other? And I hate to make it sound like such a toddler aspect, but it really is.
Yeah, let's all be a bunch of slap nuts and just have fun calling each other doo-doo head and booger face.
Well, yeah, because, like, if you ever were around my family, like, we roast each other a lot, I'm not saying that it has to be like a Disney movie where everything is just flowers and you're having fun and blah. Yeah. I mean, like, I did the Rocky to my brother the last time that we had a party.
God, I remember
punched
that on
him in
Jackass.
the fucking face.
Yeah. See, that's another thing we like to do. We can videotape our jokes.
I'm just saying. whenever it comes to like the actual core of it.
Yeah.
Whether it's a fast food person or the lady at the gas station selling you your cigarettes or whatever, can we just fucking be nice?
Yeah.
That's all. That's all.
Let's just be nice. And hey, man, like I said, I know a lot of cats are down right now and feeling depressed. Just, we're here to, man. Just DM us on one of the
I'm medicated, but
so,
I am clinically bipolar.
We'll chat.
Like, I understand that shit 100%.
Y'all can tell us y'all's story, we'll break down more with our stories if y'all are really interested, But, depression sucks. And it's just been one of them kind of sucky ass weeks for me.
It's been one of those years. I feel like depression's affecting people more than it ever has.
And I know it is. The suicide rates went up, and it's just try to be a lot nicer. And if you feel down, man, just listen to us or
listen to something that makes you happy.
Listen to something or just send us an email saying, fuck off. I hate you. I
Seriously.
hate life. If you want to cuss somebody out, email us and cuss us out.
That's what I am proposing. We don't even have to read it on the podcast. Or we could. You could send it anonymously. But if you need to get something out, send it borderlinetexastrash@yahoo.com.
Let us know. If you want us to read it on the air, tell us. Just remember, if you want us to read it on the air, no politics or religion.
We can start a whole segment of Fuck 2020. And
yes.
you can send in the most obscene shit. If you're listening to this and you're a doctor, you have some career where you have to listen to us in secrecy, whatever. We totally get it. That's fine.
Yes.
But if you have some shit that you want to let out, send it to me anonymously. Send it to me.
Yes. I would love to hear y'all's
I would
rant.
love to do for the rest of the year a tiny segment at the end of every episode. Fuck 2020.
Yes, that's what we can do. We can, whoever sends one, if there's 3, we'll pick the best one.
Yeah, or just do 2 or 3 a week or whatever.
So yeah, that's y'all's homework. Do that. And I still want to see, like I said, guys, try to get us up to 300 downloads.
Push those buttons.
And I'd love to get us 150 subscribers.
I want to see 100,000. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa,
Make it fucking happen tomorrow.
I'm starting low, man. Ashley's like, I want 10 fucking thousand downloads by this time tomorrow. God, you think about that, how much that is?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Dude, and then big time podcasts, they get 10,000 downloads a day. That's crazy. But
that's why, honestly,
if it ever comes to that point and we need to hire people, we'll just have to fire the first people that listen to the podcast and stayed faithful.
Absolutely.
That's who'd get the jobs first. Because me and Ashley's all about loyalty.
It's true.
That's
you don't live the kind of life that we've lived in.
Not having loyalty. I guess that's why we like the old time mobsters, because they had, even though they were psycho killers who were driven by ego and money, they still at the end of the day had respect for their fellow man. But when it came to business, don't fuck around. But they always had loyalty. Even if they got shot by another fucking crew and they was in the hospital, they wouldn't say who did it, even if they knew, because they was going to get them.
That's why I'd also just like to say, in this moment in time with the whole world falling apart and everyone finding out that celebrities are pedophiles and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing.
Narcs, because the little rainbow rapper, whatever the fuck his name is.
God, yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to Martha Stewart. You my homegirl. You didn't fucking rat on anybody. You did your time like you was supposed to.
She did her jail time and didn't fucking rat, and this guy ratted.
She did it like a G.
Yeah,
she didn't just do it.
Yay!
She did it like a G. There was no fucking whining, no complaining.
Nothing.
You a bad bitch, Martha Stewart.
Hell yeah.
I'd go to one of your cooking classes.
Yes. That is awesome.
Well, I feel good. I feel like I got a little bit out myself.
Yes. Now breathe and say, Steven is one sexy motherfucker. Don't you ever die.
Shut the fuck up.
I say that every morning I look in the mirror. Maybe that's why I'm single. I think I'm so gorgeous. I'm just kidding. I really don't look in the mirror and do that every day. It's more like, God damn, you's a big motherfucker.
Now that's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
Like I said, the quarantine 15 been hitting your girl hard.
Oh, God.
If I ever lose weight again,
I'll tell you what.
I'll post some slutty pictures on the Facebook page.
Yeah. I'll wear if I can ever. Hey, I will say this though. With my body build, you know how I've got that dad body. I just got a belly and no fat anywhere else really. No, when I want to sport a Speedo, our first big vacation when we get the money, we're going to
Please.
Europe. Because I
Please.
can hang around there in a Speedo and fit in. I'll just get a gold chain.
I was about to say you'll be perfect.
Fuck yes. I'll have them Italian women all over me and they'll be going, oh, papito.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go order a Speedo off Amazon for Uncle Boo.
Hell to the yes. You guys be good. Be great. You've been listening to
Borderline Texas trash.
Check out our emails. Remember, we're on Spotify, iTunes, Apple, iHeart, all that good stuff. We're getting that Patreon set up. Go check that out. But you guys be good, be tight, and have fun.
And remember, it's cool to be kind.
Yes, be kind, guys. For reals, man. You know?
Later.